Mr. Mushemi be expected to render professional services.
Such has been Senior Counsel Professor Tom Ojienda's experience in court, arguing different provisions of law for his clients. But the Law Society of Kenya representative to the Judicial Service Commission on Monday stands in the dock to defend himself against prosecution charges of financial misappropriations and fraudulent dealings with the Mumia Sugar Company. Charges arising from an inquiry file which Director of Public Prosecutions Noordin Haji claims relate to allegations of fake court proceedings and involving a number of parties spread across the country in different courts that were used by several legal providers to obtain money as legal fees from the collapsed company. The DCI's investigations, the DPP says, point to a possible loss of 89 million shillings at the company, which at the time had sought the senior counsel's services.
This exercise can only be explained as malicious, and we see a wider scheme to it. In the next few months, we'll be going for the elections of LSK male member representative of the Judicial Service Commission, and it's not lost to us that this is one of the many attempts to try and either frustrate his candidature or ensure that he's not on the ballot.
Ojienda had earlier expressed his shock at the DPP's statement, maintaining that he never conspired with anyone to be paid for work not done. Detectives here on Sunday thronged Ojienda's office along Kiambu Road, armed with a court order as the LSK vowed to block the senior counsel's planned prosecution.
On behalf of lawyers and other Kenyans who should not be inconvenienced, because the principle of presumption of innocence until proven guilty requires that you enjoy your full rights as a citizen of Kenya during the trial process. And if there is no flight risk, there should be no harassment. Punishment should not come before you are convicted.
Ojienda's revelations come only a few weeks to a critical ruling at the High Court, challenging Haji's recent appointment of London-based Queen's Counsel Hawar Qureshi, who was to lead prosecution against Ojienda's fellow JSC Commissioner and Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu. Mwilu is facing corruption and abuse of office charges in a legal tussle that has yet again reignited the bad blood between the judiciary and the executive. And so, as Ojienda finds himself on the opposite side of the courtroom, so does the judiciary engine, the JSC, continue to choke in the fumes of the counter-graft machinery as two commissioners now stare at likely charges before junior magistrates. Murabi Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.